Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Marietta College Esports Twitch channel. My name is Tyler Salonicho, and
I'm Dylan Shoulders.
today we have a League of Legends match for you versus Tiffin University. League of Legends is just coming off of a win last Wednesday versus, I believe, was
Defiance.
the Defiance.
That was earlier this week.
Defiance. So we shall see if they are able to carry on the momentum to get the W today.
Don't forget, we have Overwatch tomorrow and Sunday, and we've got Rocket League on Monday and Tuesday. So come in and tune in to check that out.
Yes, Overwatch will be playing Lords at noon, whereas Rocket League will be playing Lords on Monday at 4 p.m. And then we have the basic back-to-back Rocket League matches on Tuesday. So if you're definitely into Rocket League, this week is the week for Rocket League because the multiple Rocket Leagues coming in. So we have all the Rocket League content for you guys. Make sure you hit the follow button if you are excited for that Rocket League content. But for now, today we are excited for this League of Legends game.
Go to the roster.
All right, so the typical roster we've seen coming in from the Marietta League of Legends team throughout the season. We have Muki in the top lane. Jungle, we have Brimstone Bro. Mid lane, we have Relic. The AD carry, we have War Cyclone. Support, we have Mac Cebu 101. And then top lane support, we have Rico Rodriguez.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're just getting everyone back into the lobby. We got pro draft up, so as soon as that gets going, we can start the pro draft.
Definitely going to be some exciting picks coming out from both of the teams here. And we're excited to see which teams pick what. A lot of meta shifts have occurred within the past couple of days. So I personally don't know what the meta is. I've attempted to tell what the meta is, but I have no clue. Do you have any clue, Dylan?
It's kind of hard. I know a couple champions have been buffed. Don't remember exactly who. However, it usually takes about a couple days to a week for the new meta to really set in, all the counter picks to really for everyone to really figure them out. So we're on an interesting point right now. It's going to be interesting. Pro draft's taking a sec.
They're just trying to get everything out.
We're waiting for a couple of people on this side of Tiffin, I believe, to get into the pro draft lobby.
They're just trying to get in the right order too.
That too. We do not want to see any of Marietta's members on the other team. That would not be. Definitely would be traitorish, and we would have to expel them.
I also know that this is the last regular season match for League of Legends for this semester. After that, playoff brackets are going to be set up. So in a couple of weeks, we'll see some postseason play. GLC has changed a couple of things, at least for this semester, where everyone will be put into a particular type of playoff. It's just going to be the upper division and a lower division for the playoffs. So if Marietta can take this, there is a chance that we can actually make it to the upper playoffs, but we'll just have to see how this game goes.
I'm expecting some good plays coming out of everybody. They've been practicing hard. It's they've been getting better all through the seasons. It's going to be interesting.
Everyone's in the lobby, so now we're just waiting for everyone to be ready for champion select. Yeah. So you can probably go ahead and get the pro draft up, just that way whenever the timer hits, we are good to go. These days I'm gonna have to get background music running during the program. There you go, that works.
Works perfectly.
Here
we go.
All right, first ban of the match coming on the side of Marietta. Who will they pick?
See how it goes.
Riven.
Riven. I don't know. This might be a pick against Tiffin. I haven't seen any buffs towards Riven today.
Oh,
yeah, then there's a sub.
The Samira ban.
Yeah.
That's to be expected.
Yeah.
Tiffin obviously probably trying to go for the play of shutting down Marietta's mid laner and AD carry, so.
Not including the fact Samira is pretty strong, new champion, just insane as people have been slowly figuring her out.
Oh, and I know for a fact that War Cyclone is insane on the Samira now.
There's a Camille and Graves, which have been Graves has definitely been a meta pick for the jungle. Camille is also a pretty good top laner. Fizz and Yone, as always, we see Yone and Samira a lot newer, like a very high skill cap, very high damage. Fizz the same way, kind of pick against our mid laner. This is going to be interesting. Marietta picking Jarvan 4, definitely going to be in jungle. Like, this is kind of Brimstone's bread and butter. We've got the floating of the Caitlyn.
The Caitlyn on the side of Tiffin.
I don't know.
I don't know if she's as OP as she used to be anymore.
Oh, she's
still good.
She still is.
good. Yeah, she's good, but not like dominating as she used to be. She got a little bit of a balance. And then there's Syndra. There's Syndra. All right.
Interesting that they would go for their 2 carries from the get-go, because it's really easy for Marietta to counter that.
Yeah.
I think Marietta isn't afraid of the Caitlyn though. I think that a lot of people in teams have learned to play around the Caitlyn as of late, especially with like nerfs coming out and stuff. I don't think that Tiffin's gonna get much value out of the Caitlyn here in this match.
I don't think so either. But like, this is gonna be interesting.
Misfortune on the side of that's gonna get a lot of value.
Very interesting. Alright, what's Marietta gonna pick next? Probably a pick for. Yep, there's top Ornn. That.
Yuki likes to play Ornn. She feels very comfortable with it.
I know she plays a lot of Ornn or Malphite.
Yeah, so they probably want to just make sure that the Ornn doesn't get banned in the second round of bans. So very interesting that the Tiffin went with their carries early on.
I think they were just trying to go with the carries so that Marietta couldn't ban them. But I don't think Marietta was planning around banning Caitlyn or Syndra. Actually, no, I could see them planning around banning the Syndras. They've had some trouble with it in the past. But I don't think that Marietta was planning on banning the Caitlyn.
Including the Jax. Jax would be pretty good against Ornn and J4.
Yeah. I believe Tiffin's top laner is their top ranked player. So they definitely want to try to put the top laner in a winning position, because I think that might end up being their win condition.
Yeah, we can definitely tell that Tiffin is trying to ban the mid lane / AD carry characters, mostly on the side of Marietta.
Yeah, there's Diana.
However,
good ban.
Our mid lane and AD carry are versed in multiple heroes.
It's hard to really just like pin down Rayleigh and War Cyclone. They're just like almost every champion they touch, they just know like the back of their hand.
Exactly.
Yeah. This will be interesting with if it's top laner with the Jax and then Jarvan 4 against Ornn. That's pretty good for Jax actually. So Marietta's going to be really careful to make sure that Jax doesn't get too fed. And then we got bans for Echo and Lux.
That could be a Tiffin. That could be a ban against Tiffin because maybe their best support player is a Lux player.
Yeah. Also, Misfortune Ornn. It doesn't seem like a lot of Marietta's current champions right now have a lot of mobility. So you don't want to get like trapped by that Lux with her W. It just gets annoying. And then there's Leona. Yeah,
definitely, I believe a strong pick coming up from Marietta because I believe that
Leona.
Our support, I forget their name, has been practicing a lot of Leona lately.
Yeah, I mean, both Maxi and Rico feel pretty comfortable with Leona. So I think Rico's going to be playing in this game. But yeah, I think he feels pretty good about it.
All right. Teams are set.
Definitely, I'm not too particular of the comp coming out from Tiffin.
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty...
I feel like the Caitlyn pick is just and I'm not trying to sound like something. I just feel like the Caitlyn pick is just trying to be an overall carry.
I think they may be going for comfort picks.
Yeah.
That too, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, rearrange
the Nautilus button makes a lot of sense. And I just don't think that their team comp is able to is formed too well around the Nautilus, because if I remember correctly, Lee Sin is an assassin hero.
He's kind of like a more like he's like a weird kind of brawler where like he's able to go in and do a lot of stuff, mess up your team's team fight, and then go out while also just assassinating like really squishy targets. But like he's, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know who wins like the draft, because like Jax is really good against a decent amount of these champions, but at the same time, like I've seen Marietta just flex out the misfortune. Jarvan 4 and Ornn are like bread and butter. Not like Nautilus is like okay because they need somebody who can take the damage, but which is probably my only complaint with Tiffin's like comp right now.
I know mainly like Overwatch terms, so if I had to be one to tell you, I feel like Nautilus would fall under what we call as the death ball comp, where you pull someone in and then like your entire team focuses that one person.
Definitely.
I don't see that on the side of Tiffin though.
That's that's gonna be. What would you say? Kind of like.
I mean, they do have quite a few ults that can really mess up one person.
Yeah.
I mean, Caitlyn's ace in the hole targets one person. Syndra's ulti can throw a bunch of balls at one person. You got the Lee Sin, where if you don't get the hook from the Nautilus, you can use the Lee Sin ult to knock someone into the group.
Yeah.
So it is kind of a pick-heavy comp, or at least when they try to go for the game to see if they can get one person and just pounce on that one person. And the fact that Marietta does not really have a real mobile champions could play a factor in that. So if anyone from Marietta gets caught in that death ball, then that could be an issue. But I think as long as Ornn and Leona and actually, I mean, the one advantage is Marietta has a good frontline. So if they can protect the Misfortune and the Orianna, they're in good shape. The only threat then is the Jax can get into the back line and try to take out Misfortune and Orianna. So Marieta's gonna have to make sure that they prevent the Jax from doing so.
Yeah. I'm also expecting to see like a decent amount of just tower dives. Lee Sin and Jax are really good against that. Nautilus can pull you. It's not doing Syndra is just really weird to get like her range down. And then Caitlyn's ult, of course.
If they really want to get, if their win condition is Jax, I would not be surprised if they try to put pressure in the top lane. They may already consider like, okay, mid lane, bot lane, just try to stay even. But if they can get their Jax fed, that's where Tiffin could end. Because you've seen a very fed Jax.
We've all seen a very fed Jax.
It is scary.
Oh my goodness.
I would expect that is going to be their strategy.
Yeah. All right. This is definitely going to be interesting. I wonder whose win condition is going to come out on top. What do you think, Tyler?
I have to favor Marietta.
Yeah.
I think that they have the more poke heavy comp. I feel like the Tiffin's gonna be relying on the picks coming in from Nautilus and like the combos between Nautilus and Jax. I feel like the Caitlyn pick is just gonna poke at Marietta. I don't think that like she's gonna get. I think she's gonna get value, but without her ult, I just don't think that she's gonna be able to pick off anybody just yet compared to how much damage the Misfortune can provide on the front line.
Yeah.
And I think the Leona is going to just provide a lot of frontline support. So I'm just favoring Marietta. I think they have the better all team comp.
Yeah, I give it to you. What about you, Dr. Williams? Who thinks who won in terms of the pick and draft phase?
Kind
of hard to decide.
I think draft wise, like if you're looking for overall strategy, I think Marietta has had the upper hand. As I said before, they have 3 frontline tanks with the Ornn, Jarvan, and Leona. And they can definitely cause some disruptions. I mean, you got the knockup from Ornn, you got the Cataclysm from Jarvan, you got the big stun, the big flash, whatever you call it, from Leona to just try to keep everyone in position. And then if they try to get out, Orianna's Shockwave can just bring them all back together. So they basically have something where, let me put it this way. So Tiffin has a comp where all their ultis can focus on one person. Marietta's ults all can focus on the entire team. So they basically have a death ball that can target everyone at once. So if they can get Tiffin all grouped up, which they can, if they can combo with the Shockwave, the Ornn ulti, and the Cataclysm all together, you got the, and then stun him with Leona's ult, you got the Misfortune that can just go all out on everyone. They all drop down. So I would say comp-wise, Marietta has the advantage if they can get Tiffin grouped up.
Yeah, you were talking about earlier how you get a hook in from the Nautilus and like Tiffin can pop an ult here and there to all focus one target, and I just don't think that that's very viable. The fact that you have to pop ultis just to focus down one target based off of to get that single pick, I just don't think it's a good win condition for Tiffin.
It's the only thing I would say is that like we're gonna see a lot of Tiffin's win condition is definitely going to be not only Jax, but making sure that Marietta can't force them into like too many team fights, because Marietta wins those team fights pretty dang hard when all the ults are up. And even if like only half their ults are up, like just getting hit with Misfortune ult is just not okay. You don't everyone's taking damage or knocks everybody up. Leona stuns you. It's just gonna be very interesting, especially with like Jarvan 4 and with Marietta. Just once you get that that Cataclysm up and you're just like stuck there, you're just like, well, gotta either burn the flash or just cry myself to sleep.
Yeah, I believe the tank pick from Rico and the Misfortune, which I'm assuming War Cyclone is going to be on the Misfortune. They're going to control the bot lane. Like the amount of frontline pressure that they have between those two, I just don't foresee Tiffin getting through that.
It'll be interesting.
Especially within the amount of range that Caitlyn has to poke from.
I'm definitely watching I'm gonna be watching Lee Sin and Jax, because if Lee Sin starts really getting away from Marietta and starts like invading too many times, Jax is just gonna be then that means like you don't want Syndra getting fed, because then that's terrifying.
Well,
and that's an AP threat.
Seems as though we will be heading on over into the match as the spectator delay is up and over, and as you know, we like to take a look at these the skins.
I'm ready.
The most important part of the game.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh, what a nice Leona skin.
Ooh.
They can't see it yet.
Now there it is.
A
Leona skin, Solar Eclipse.
I'm leaning more towards that the Astro Nautilus though.
Alright, I see.
I'm definitely have a soft spot for Space Boys.
Yeah.
So you're saying Tiffin won the skin battle?
Oh yeah.
I mean.
Hey fam,
no.
I'll say it.
I personally would say that they win because they have the spaceman, but that's biased. That's biased. So
got the God Staff Jax, gets me every time. Here we go.
all right. Look at that big spacey boy. If you support Spacey Boy in the chat, let's hear that support for Spacey Boy. Hashtag Spacey Boy.
Spacey Boys.
I would pay money just for that skin, and I would one-trick Nautilus just for that.
Start one-trick Nautilus just for the Spacey Boys.
However, the hero, like, I am a tank player when it comes to Overwatch. However, I have a Findled in League every once in a while, and I personally enjoy the support category. So the hero I've been wanting to try out the most is Leona, so I'm definitely looking to see how Maxi Boo plays Leona in this match.
I think Rico's playing Leona.
Oh, my bad. Rico is on the Leona.
Yep.
So definitely want to see how Leona plays within a team comp, so I can take notes.
Minions have spawned.
Oh, so it's gonna be Rico and War Cyclone in the bot lane.
Yep.
And that Leona Misfortune combo is going to be very devastating. The flash CC stun coming in from Leona with the combination of the barrage from Misfortune.
Terrifying.
Oh my god, dude, that's worse than Brigitte in Overwatch.
Alright, there we go. Okay. Brimstone starting at his blue. That's the same as. Pretty standard stuff so far.
And I think that I don't think that either team's gonna like cross the threshold yet and play for that pick just yet. They want to farm up their gold, build up their kits first. However, the Nautilus is in this bottom lane here, so he could go for a quick pull onto one of Marietta's members, but I think that the Leona is there to try and deny that. You definitely stun someone out whenever they get pulled in.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of hooks, but like nothing any concrete so far.
That play coming in from Rico. I don't necessarily agree with that.
I mean, it was a pretty nice trade for Marietta, even though, and then Jax is just being Jax in the top lane. Those, as long as they could keep putting pressure on Caitlyn, keep her like pretty low, they might be able to burst her down a little bit later.
This is not good for Miyuki. He's gonna get stunned out, forced to flash out and try to retreat to a tower.
Not something you want to see 3 minutes a game. Your top laner having to flash out, but Jax is such a scary champion to go against if you're any kind of melee champion. And then Lee Sin is in Brimstone and Julian too are both in each other's jungles.
Another hook coming in on the side of the Leona, but forced to retreat out.
Very nice from Marietta in the bot lane, just keeping both their opponents low.
The Nautilus is down to about half HP. Marietta can capitalize on this and try to apply pressure to get that tower.
Perhaps. It's almost the 4-minute mark, and I feel like this is where we're going to start seeing some plays.
Yeah, the Sun Drake is about to spawn in with a minute. Whatever team can capitalize on this Drake, definitely going to see a tide turn in the amount of aggression coming out. Because we have to see that Marietta, they want to get a pick. Or at least in the bot lane, they want to poke out that Nautilus.
Marietta not realizing there's a ward down there bot side. Probably figured out at this point. Mid.
Mid lane battle, both of them just poking at each other, however.
Yeah, really just had like a lot of mana. I was able to really just win that trade pretty hard. Lee Sin making his way in bot lane. There's the gank.
The hook coming in from Nautilus onto Rico Rodriguez is going to force to flash out as Warsack was trying to back everybody off of his Leona. That was looking really bad for Marietta. However, it's like I said in the draft pick, they're unable to capitalize on those hooks as well with the comp that they have.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately for Marietta, they did have a very nice trade from Yuki, but might have to pay for it. The thing with the bot lane is like the bot lane fight is very fortunately for Ward Cycling. They had their ward down, they were prepared. That way they had that whole second warning, preventing like things like that turning into a complete disaster.
Looks as though Tiffin is looking to set up around the first Sun Drake of the match. Yeah, the Nautilus just... I don't think that was a good hook target, though, coming in from the Nautilus. I think that you should have hooked the Misfortune, because the Leona is just able to flash and then flash out. Yeah. And then Warsack was just there to barrage everybody back, force them off of his Leona, so...
There's
Brimstone, bro. Coming into a support relic in the mid lane.
Just a flash, just to make sure Relic's not getting hurt by it.
Just a drive-by. Just a drive-by.
Just to make sure.
But now he's forced to come back as Julian is coming in to support Blue Light. Brimstone going in on... That is...
there's the first blood.
However, Relic does drop down to about a sliver of HP. Will he survive this as Brimstone's looking to get the kill onto Blue Light? Forced to back off as Blue Light backs off to his tower.
Right.
That was very interesting play coming in from Tiffin.
Yeah. Hey, it was like, I see what they were trying to do, but just fortunately Relic was able to get close to tower and just make sure that tower shot finished him off. And now that with the death of the jungler, I think
they should be able to take a position on the Sun Drake here with the death of the jungler.
It's however, I don't know if it's like they're just enough for a ward at least. Apparently, just Marietta was able to get into place. Everything's pretty even so far, except for in the top lane. If I can take everyone's attention to CS difference. We're trying to see Jax pull in front of Warren. It's going to be interesting if that gets too far ahead.
3 members coming into the bot lane from Tiffin as
There-
Nautilus
there's
hook on the War Cyclone. He gets stunned
no.
now, but he uses his barrage to try and push her. Everybody back as Leona is there to pop her. I believe that was her ultimate. To try and deny Tiffin. And Tiffin again going for that 3v2 in the bot lane, but the Leona is just too good in there.
Yeah.
They're unable to capitalize onto those hooks because the Leona just flashes everybody, and Marietta's able to get out.
Yeah. Fortunately for Tiffin, every time they do that, they're just burning more and more of Marietta's resources, and like that might become their turn into their favor a little bit later. As now they're able to get Infernal, and Marietta can't do anything.
Yep. And Tiffin will get the first Drake of the match, but however, Marietta currently has a gold lead and a kill lead. So the match isn't very one-sided as of yet, but the Drake can turn the tide into this battle. As Miki will drop down to a quarter of HP and Relic is forced to retreat in the mid lane as blue lane is trying to get a kill on him. I do not know how to pronounce that name. Dong Ming.
Oh no.
The Jax just gets the kill on the Miki. We're just gonna say the Jax.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to butcher anybody's names.
And hello to Piper joining us in the booth.
Hello.
Brimstone bro looking to clean up the Jax, but the Jax is able to retreat to his tower just in time. Very, very back and forth match as the right now.
Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. We just got Tiffin just got first Drake. Brimstone Bro trying to get like some objective, but Lee Sin is in the area, so he's gonna contest that pretty hard. Which is gonna get the collapse, and I don't think Lee Sin's ready for that one.
Yuki forced to try and push everybody out of the bot lane as Tiffin tries to push up and take the first tower. You know, one thing I have noticed, however, is the Nautilus isn't really farming. It's not trying, they're not trying to get gold or really much when they're up against War Cyclone and Rico in the bot lane. He kind of just fizzles around and they wait for that third person to come in from the jungle and then he goes in for a hook. Which could be a downplay because they're relying solely on those hooks. No, the Nautilus isn't really farming, so he's unable to build his kit.
It's the thing with it's just I don't know. Nautilus is going to be interesting because he's every time he's thrown out his hook, he's done a really good job with it, and I'm not gonna tell a player who obviously has is pretty good with their skill shots.
Right. He's getting a lot of value out of his hooks, but what I've noticed is he's not really farming.
Oh. Ooh, beautiful knockup from your team. Oh no. There it is.
The ultimate onto the Jax, but the Jax is getting support, but does go down. The Li Ming does go down. And Relic and War Cyclone with the double kill onto Julian and the Jax.
Yeah.
That should be the first tower of the match going inside of Marietta.
Yeah. I mean, that is definitely not the best case scenario, but Tiffin was able to get a kill, which is pretty nice for them and better than getting no kills.
Yuki needs to get some support in the bot lane, however, he is getting pressured out by the Nautilus and Caitlyn. Looks as though that will be the first tower falling for the side of Marietta. Not Marietta's tower. Marietta will be gaining the first tower.
Brimstone.
Getting support coming in from the mid lane, but Blue Light wants to clean up the kill on the Brimstone. It looks as though he will do that. As all of the members of Tiffin have come in from the jungle to support. Are they gonna go for the kill on the Relic though?
Probably not. They can't. They're all too low. Tower drives would be really scary.
Wrong place, but the right time for Tiffin on the side of Brimstone.
Yeah. Alright, Dragon's gonna spawn in 20 minutes. Still a very close game.
Well, I think that Marietta is going to... No, correction. I think that Tiffin, as long as this Jax just keeps, like, building up and building up, he's going to start to be a problem in the late game.
Oh, wait for it. Once he finishes his first item, it's about to be interesting. Alright.
Barriers.
Alright. Our cycling Rico's.
Marietta definitely wants to take control of this streak. They can't afford to let Tiffin take this streak.
Alright. Very nice.
Marietta's going to go ahead and summon the... I believe that's just a distraction from the mid lane. They're going to summon the Rip Tail in the mid lane so that they can take control onto the Drake here. However, the hook comes in onto the Misfortune. But the ult comes out from the Leona as two of the members of Tiffin will fall. But there's a double kill coming on the side of Tiffin as well. As Rico will drop down to a quarter of HP and he will be shut down as well. The Caitlyn pumping in a lot of damage with the combination of the Jax, but the Jax starts down to a quarter of HP. Probably will get slain out by Relic, but he chokes in his stuns. Relic getting a quadra kill, and it looks as though Tiffin is going to take the Drake.
That was just a beautiful turn. Please, that was actually beautiful. It was the turn of the tide on Tiffin because they were not in a position for that team fight. However, that Jax just being able to stun multiple people and also picking his targets, getting into that back line, just got it for Marietta.
He just ignored the Leona and just smashed Relic, stuns that man out and just two taps him.
Tears. That was... Oof.
It looked as though, like, when the Leona and the Misfortune ult came out, that Marietta was gonna take control of that team fight, but just, I believe Jax popped his ult in the mid fight as well, and that was just too much damage for Marietta to handle.
There's that first item, but don't never underestimate a fed Jax, and he's definitely fed now. Alright. Uh-oh.
Oh no, Relic dropping down to about a half HP in the mid lane. Nice. He should get punished. Yeah, as Brimstone tries to come in to support, and he does slay Julian as Blue Lake just at the quarter HP, but the hook comes in from the Nautilus, but it's not enough as the Nautilus goes down as well. The combination from Brimstone, bro, and Relic just dominating everybody.
Miyuki, no.
As Marietta will take control of the mid lane, and they could take another tower here. That's two towers going on the side of Marietta, but it looks as though Tiffin has the advantage in the team fights, but they don't have, if you look at the stats, Marietta's up. They have 2 tower lead, they have a gold lead, and just 1 kill more on the side of Tiffin. It's like Marietta's ignore, it doesn't matter the fact that Tiffin has those Drakes, because Marietta just has the better overall team damage.
Marietta's just really good at picking their team fights, and then of course they got the better team damage you said. It's
Tiffin's relying on those like single picks coming in from the Jax in the middle of those team fights.
Yeah, it's looking like
Looks as though we will see the Misfortune ult coming out onto the side, and Blue Light will drop as the Leona ult is popped at the same time, and the Nautilus will get slain down. But, however, Tiffin will take the Rift Herald as Brimstone, bro, is just cleaning everybody up. Now we see that Marietta has officially taken a substantial gold lead and kill lead and tower lead. But they don't have Drake buffs. How is this even possible?
So Marietta has been put in multiple positions where they have not been having a priority over the Drakes. However, Marietta is also really, really good at their team fight, so picking the time to go, and also the fact that their team fight comp is just a lot. It's like a really good at just really good, really amazing and crisp like just team fights. So if something like we saw earlier, which with just Brimstone having Jax away from everybody who does their damage, like Great Lake or Cyclone, it's Marietta's going to win those team fights 10 out of 10 times. However, if Jax gets in that back line even once, it's over. And it's like also we have Julian too and Lee Sin who can get into those, like that back line. And then like we also saw earlier how Apple with the U as like the support for Tiffin, Marietta denied him any good targets for his Q, which was like really good for Marietta, just because like if you can't get stunned and pulled by the support, then like you're doing other things that are kind of useful, you know, like doing damage.
Yeah, definitely the barrage from the Misfortune. As you saw that he shot that from afar. He didn't get close to anybody. He shot it from range to try and AoE effect zone everybody out. As Warsack will get the cleanup onto the Caitlyn and the Nautilus will go down too. This could be a no. They're not gonna go for the bot lane tower. Or maybe Rika Roger or
they don't have a minion wave yet. It's coming. Oh. Ooh. That Jack just a
nice knockout coming in to try and stun the Jax out so he's unable to take the tower. And yes, I was correct. The bot lane tower will fall on the side of Tiffin as Marietta will take a 3-0 tower lead as the Jax looking to get the kill on the Miki. Miki was dropped down to a quarter HP and probably will get slain here by the Jax. 1 minute remaining until the Baron spawns. However, a Mountain Drake is currently on the field.
Yep.
And it looks as though Marietta is looking to take their first Drake of the match. I think this is going to be really good for Marietta going into the Baron fight.
Yeah, definitely. However, I wouldn't put the Jax down yet. He's got 7 kills. But really, it's terrifying.
Yeah, the Jax is definitely, like... If Marietta in the middle of the team fight is able to capitalize on the attack, however, the hook comes in from the Nautilus. Warsack was there to get Julian. Julian just there to have a sliver of HP correction and is able to just flash out in time to his team. If Marietta is able to kill the Jax first in the team fight, then you see that almost the entirety of Tiffin's comp just falls apart. The damage just isn't really there. Because yes, you could pop Caitlyn's ult in the mid fight, but it's a ranged ult, as we talked about. Caitlyn is a ranged hero. The most value she gets out in the middle of a team fight, unless she's poking from afar, is her mines. So the Caitlyn popping her ult in the mid fight, it could be devastating if she one-shots like a half HP target with it. However, if the Jax falls, there's no damage.
Yeah, it's just not far, or pretty far behind. They don't have, their gold is pretty much really condensed on like, think about like a handful of people who just, and then but Marietta, like multiple people have bounties, multiple people are gotten gold. It's, and all the people you do not want to see have gold, like on Marietta's side. Misfortune, who just ult's just been like doing so much damage. Great Lakes terrifying right now, and then also on Brimstone Bro, which makes like one of the frontliners for Marietta just like that much harder to kill.
Yeah, we see that, however, that Tiffin is fighting back in the tower battle as they have taken 2 towers in the past 5 minutes. The Baron is up, and it looks as though Marietta is looking to take out Tiffin's and set up their own around the Baron. I don't think we're going to see a Baron fight just yet, however.
Yeah, hopefully not. What do you think, Piper? How's the game going?
Pretty good. I know that I missed the first part of it, but it looks like Marietta has improved a lot from the last, because I wasn't here 2 weeks, and compared to the first few times I saw Marietta, it seems like they have grown a lot as a team and they are less.
This is not good.
Yeah.
Marietta is down 1, and the Jax is coming to try and deny the Baron kill. This is... Nikki unfortunately falls to the Jax, however, the stun comes out from the Jax, the amount of damage. Relic, however, does pop his ult and is able to take down 2, as the Jax will also get 1, but he is able to be slain. by Bruce O'Brien.
Oh, he's still alive. He's still
gets stunned out, but Kaylin gets shut down as well. Triple kill coming in from the side of Marietta.
Kaylin doesn't have her ult. Kaylin,
she wants to snipe off those members of Marietta, but she's just unable to do so. She doesn't have her ult, so she can't clean anybody up. And at the same time, Marietta's able to just back out in time.
yeah, that was definitely a good fight for her. And I'm gonna say, even though Tiffin ended up losing that fight, denying that Baron was pretty important. Also, we get a lot of kills, a lot of gold for Tiffin, and we're seeing a lot more items being built, and that's definitely just going to help them out, like even the playing field.
9 kills for the Jacks on the side of Tiffin. 9 kills.
Yep. This is. I'm having.
You can definitely tell he's the carry of this match right now.
Who's having flashbacks to solo queue with your Jacks getting fed?
I think
I am.
going into the next map, we might see a Jax ban.
Oh yeah, definitely. Alright. Yeah, I do agree. Marietta has definitely grown as a team. Like in the last couple of weeks, we were seeing a lot more teamwork. Everyone's a lot more comfortable and trusting each other. We're seeing a lot better plays around each other. Not including that, but we're not seeing frustration, like a lot of frustration anymore. This is definitely a team that is getting used to being pushed hard by the opposing team and not giving in.
Oh no, he's gonna get caught out in the bot line, but Marietta is there to try and defend her as the ultimate for War Cyclone comes out and he picks off 2. With that, as Apple is stuck in the middle of 4 members of Marietta and will get slain. That was a great team fight coming in from the side of Marietta as they only lost Miyuki, but they will take control of the next mountain drink.
Yep. A lot of resistance on a team you don't want to see have a lot of resistances, and it's sitting there just all their big bodies are just going to get that much harder to kill. That's
like I said, the ultimate from War Cyclone and Leona frontline support. The frontline damage is just too much. Yes, they lose Miyuki in that fight. However, the ultimates popped by Marietta are get way more value than what Tiffin is able to accomplish.
Yeah, Dax is just scaring everybody off by themselves.
Tiffin's still trying to deny Marietta.
Yeah, which is smart because he do not want to see anybody get that that buff. Because once that happens, it's I'm not sure you can come back from that one.
If Marietta gets this Baron, it could be over then.
Yeah.
And already with the substantial that Marietta has on Tiffin, Tiffin has to get the for them to come back.
Yeah.
Marietta with 22 kills.
If they can't get it themselves, then they're gonna have to deny Marietta for as long as.
Yeah. Just enough just to get maybe get that gold. It's get the gold enough to really push back, get one good team fight.
Keep going, you're good.
Alright. I'm getting the A-OK from the carry himself, the OG, Dr. Williamson.
I feel like Tiffin right now, their biggest strategy is just when you try to beat Tiffin, get maybe another turret down and just try to stop it.
Marietta wants this trade, or this Baron. They want it.
Oh my gosh.
And Tiffin coming in again to try and deny it. I just don't see this fight going well for Tiffin if they come in to try and deny this Baron.
Yeah, Jackson's not there. Here we go. It's getting low.
Another HP left on the Baron. And
This is it. They're
Tiffin's
trying
gonna try
to
to
steal.
steal, but
there's Smite.
they're unable to steal. And Marietta, this is not gonna go well for Tiffin. They have to retreat. They have to run as fast as they can. The ultimate coming up from Motorcycle, trying to clean him up.
Getting that flat. That is just not what you want to see. This is slowly going.
Now it's mid lane rush. It's mid lane rush.
We're A rounding? Alright.
I don't know what Tiffin can do to survive this team fight. The Jax is there. The tower will fall in the mid lane. Looks as though they're going to push forward onto the mid lane inhibitor turret.
Yep.
all 5 members of Marietta are there, and with the Baron buff, this just is going to be a slaughter. As we see multiple ults on the side of Marietta, they'll just get more value compared to Tiffin if they pop their ults in this fight. Like the Caitlyn ult, what is that gonna do?
Caitlyn, you just gotta, like, honestly, it's the only thing what Caitlyn right now is wanting is see one person low, use her ult to kill him, and
Nautilus gets stunned out.
Brimstone Bro doing a pretty good job, and yep, yeah.
The ultimate coming in from the Leona as the Caitlyn does fall.
Oh no, Jax.
The Jax shoves down to a quarter HP and will fall. The Nautilus shoves down to a sliver of HP, and it looks as though Miyuki will clean up that kill as Blue Light will fall, and Julian is just getting chased by Miyuki and Rico Rodriguez as they will take the first inhibitor of the match. This is looking to be it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think there's anything that Tiffin can do. The Baron buff is just too strong, and the ultimates, the amount of damage the Misfortune and Rel can put out right now, along with the frontline support from the Leona, it's just too much. As the knockup coming in from Yuki, along with the barrage coming in from Warcyclone, it's just too much damage for Tiffin to hold, and they will take the first map.
There it is. We did it. Ooh, that was just beautiful playing, honestly, from Brimstone, getting isolating key members on Tiffin.
Oh.
I
Scoreline broken.
have forgotten the reset from yesterday.
Scoreline broken.
Whoops, sorry about
NA
that,
production.
guys.
NA production.
No, it's just my production. Hold on, we'll fix this. Give me a second here.
Alright.
We'll reset some numbers here. Actually, no, that's the wrong button. Hold on. We'll correct this as we are going to work on getting the next game here set up. Let's try this real quick. See here. That is my bad. Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, we'll go ahead and get this worked on to get the lobby set up for game 2. We were going to take a break, but might as well just go ahead and stay on here while I'm getting everything fixed. That, and then let's do this and see if that fixes everything here. Hey, that's better. There we go. We fixed it. Okay, I apologize for that. All right. Yeah. So we got the lobby for. Gonna get that set for game 2. Looks like Marietta's gonna be on red side this time. So I would think Tiffin's probably gonna pick. Well, Marietta's assuming that. I think Tiffin, since they lost, they get to choose the side. I think we're assuming that they're gonna pick blue side, but you never know. So once they join, we'll get things going. Okay, now they're starting to join.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Jax ban. Like, I mean, I think Marietta played really well around the Jax. But I just wouldn't be surprised.
I do believe Tiffin fell after they weren't able to get the entire team to block Marietta from getting the Drake. Because there, if I remember correctly, there was only 2 players on the outskirts waiting while the other of the players were across the map.
I think that Tiffin was like they had to resort to trying to steal, and
yeah,
that's like luck of the draw at some point.
Yeah, it was definitely that one time they were out of position that, and especially was even worse because their jungler was out of position.
Yep.
There's no smite battle. It was just a feels bad moment right there, where you just got like the fake out, not including the fact that Tiffin their comp really wanted to pick people out, and Marietta was just like. And then when we saw from Brimstone just get like isolating multiple key players for Tiffin all the time, especially on the once Marietta had the Baron, and then that last team fight, it was out of position constantly. I was just legitimate tears in my eyes. It was like, I've never seen a fake out like that in quite a minute. It was pretty nice.
Do you think that there's going to be any new bans on Marietta's side, or do you believe that they're still going to keep the same bans that they had before?
I'm definitely expecting at least two bans against Graylick and War Cyclone, because that just seems to be what everyone is required to do when they go up against Marietta. But I'm also thinking that they're going to take away Brimstone's Jarvan, just because that's what's been like. If you really look back on, can I get some footage?
We don't have replay capability here.
We need replay capability.
Yeah.
We need a better production studio to pull that off.
All right.
NA production.
What I think is really got them is that they're gonna ban that Jarvan, because multiple times they're sitting there being like, yeah, we can do this. We know we can win a team fight if Jax is right here, if Lee Sin's got a way to get out, if our big guy, our Nautilus is right there getting support, and then Brimstone came out and was like, you can't move, and everyone was I didn't expect this.
I think I wouldn't be actually I wouldn't be terribly surprised if a Misfortune ban comes out.
If they do those, then that's just going to open up Raylick's pool, because they've been targeting Raylick with their ban. So what are they going to give up? What are they willing to let Marietta take if they focus on banning out the Jarvan or the Misfortune?
Just the knockup barrage combos from the Misfortune, it was just too good. And then they couldn't, the Nautilus couldn't do anything in the bot lane versus the Misfortune and Leona.
I don't know. I think Nautilus was actually really good.
Yeah, the Nautilus pick was good. I'm just saying that the amount of frontline they had in the bot lane, he couldn't, with a Caitlyn in the bot lane, what was he gonna do?
Hey fam, I was like, I'm just sitting here broadcasting, I don't know what they're gonna do. It's what's that all? It's I think that we're not. I don't think we're gonna see Caitlyn again. Definitely.
I think the best play in the bot lane there would have been to hook people into Caitlyn lines, if you wanted to combo the Caitlyn.
Yeah, true. This is definitely interesting. I don't know what do you guys think is going to be Marietta's fan? I'm definitely thinking that Jax is not going to be there though, because Jax did do pretty well beginning of the game, and then but mid game he's kind of hit his peak, but then once we hit late game, he just wasn't able to do enough.
All right, it looks as though the draft is going to be underway. Even with the first ban of this map, and this Marietta did take map 1, so this is match point for Marietta in the best of 3 series. If they win this map, they will go up 2-0, and they're starting off immediately with the Samira ban.
Hey fam, I'm still remembering that pentakill. I'm still tearing.
Pentakill. Faker, what are you doing?
What is that, Faker? Faker, what was that? Oh, the Graves ban. Yeah, definitely Graves is pretty good right now.
Same bans coming in from the side of
both
teams actually. However, I do think we're gonna see one different ban. Or we'll see the same bans and we'll just run the same team comps. Over the first pick coming on the side of Tiffin, we'll see if they pick the same. Right. I think they're gonna go ahead. I think they're gonna try and pick Jax to pick this safety in.
Alright, let's see. I think last time they waited a bit so that Jax became a lot more useful, because Marietta had Leona, Ornn, they also had Jarvan, so a lot of kind of heavy hitters that Jax could really mess up, and Tiffin took Caitlyn again. Interesting.
I'm just not a big fan of Caitlyn here. I'm just not.
Hey fam, I don't know. I think that if Caitlyn can get in the position to get her ult off, I think it'll work. But
yeah, but if you're solely relying on your ultimate to get value, yes, it's great. Her ultimate is great. You pick off people halfway across the map. Is what it feels like. I know that's not true.
You want to talk about ults that go halfway across the map?
Oh,
there's Ashe. Well,
that's definitely comfort pick coming on the side of War Cyclone. And there's the Jax. There's the Jax pick. I think that the Misfortune weren't great, but I think that Marietta might just run the same exact comp with an Ashe.
I can't say anything to deny that. I'm sorry.
And I think Tiffin's gonna run the same comp too. Based on these bans, I don't see why. I don't see anything changing.
I feel like Tiffin is going to stick with what they know and try to take this match with what they have, and then instead of doing anything too drastic, and then risking
Right.
changing a
Tiffin
comp.
is definitely probably
Yeah.
just picking like picks that they're comfortable with. Like that's the only sense that I
However,
can see with the
2
Caitlyn pick.
seconds left, they still. Oh well.
Oh no. That's going to be interesting.
That can definitely combo well with the Jax. Oh, there's the Malphite coming in from Marietta.
Oh no.
Um,
If that Echo and that Jax pop off, I don't think like Marietta can ever like walk around by themselves because Jax just solo kills like any bruiser, and then Echo, if he's fed, just solo kills like anybody who's kind of squishy.
The question's gonna be: is that Echo an Echo or Jungle Echo?
Please, please.
I think that's a mid Echo.
Please don't be the jungle Echo, because
I think that's a
my
mid lane
gosh.
Echo.
I've played jungle before, and let me tell you, when you walk into your red buff, and then Echo's just like, "Well, hello there," Ice is like, "You mean our red buff?" and then takes your red buff, solo kills you. It's just a feel bad moment every time, and you can't punish him because of his ult. You're just like, "Well, guess I'll just sit here then."
Definitely feel like that's a mid lane Echo though.
We'll find out. We'll find out. I mean,
Oh,
Annie.
oh, that makes more sense.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, at first I was like, what?
wait a minute.
I mean, I've seen Annie's support.
Oh, okay.
And I was kind of surprised that Marietta went and picked their mid laner first and not their support.
Leona.
It's gonna be the flex pick. It's gonna be like the support going off on Savannah, just to be like, yo, we don't need a support. We're just everyone running,
Hey, you don't need to heal if you just out damage everyone.
just skill shots.
I've seen Marietta pull some jukes before. Like, I think the game with Defiance, they pull out the Lucian very early on, making think, oh, it's Lucian bot lane, and then they bring out, I think it was
mid Lucian,
it was mid Lucian with, I think it was,
Veigar ADC.
no, not that was a couple weeks ago. I'm talking about earlier this week.
Oh, okay.
And I think then they pulled out the Misfortune at the end, so it was basically like, no, it's Misfortune in the bot lane and Rayleigh
Is
played
this a-
Lucian mid.
Yeah.
Is this a Leona Caitlyn bot lane? Like,
Oh yeah, it's
Oh yeah. Heck yeah.
I don't. I'm
Echo
confused.
jungle.
that's
That-
an Echo jungle.
Oh no.
Echo jungle.
Hey.
Yeah.
It was fun. I was like, I'm gonna just tilt the entire time. I'm sorry. Oh, I see how it is.
Social distancing.
Yeah, that's right. See.
I'm very concerned about the Leona Caitlyn bot lane. I mean, I just don't know.
That
Well, you
Galio's
got
good.
Ash Nautilus and Enrico very comfortable with Nautilus. In fact, I would say he's more comfortable with Nautilus than he
You
was
just
with
hook.
Leona.
You
Yeah.
just hook the Caitlyn, and what's the Leona gonna do?
Stun?
You just hook the Caitlyn, and the Ashe just melts her. Like the Leona, would have to get in.
Alright,
In there.
Up.
Wait, I just don't feel comfortable with the Leona Caitlyn bot lane, dude.
This will be interesting.
This is going to be an interesting match, and I feel like it's going to either be one of those where Marietta can relatively take the win again, or Tiffin is going to bring it back and go back stronger.
Yeah, just with their new picks, Galio and Echo are just definitely going to change the dynamic for sure.
I think that Marietta again has the overall better team comp. I mean, I trust your judgment saying that the Echo jungle is gonna be like
Yeah.
annoying, but I don't know.
It seems like Marietta's taking their shot a little bit at the single target picks with the Ash Arrow, the Cinder ult, and then the depth charge from Nautilus. It's almost like Marietta's trying to run just about the same comp that they're looking at one. It's just Ash instead of Caitlyn, but then you have the Cinder and the Nautilus this time.
I think the Ashe is better than the Caitlyn.
We'll see. They both have some pretty nice things you want to see for like these kind of comps.
Well, I mean, it's a challenger player on Ashe as well. So
like,
I mean,
when you put it like that. Oh man. I wonder what.
it does seem to like they're all. I mean, War Cyclone. Like, I guess he just gets he gets the Samira ban against him, but like it seems as though Tiffin and all the other teams they're banning around Relic in the mid lane. So War Cyclone just gets almost all of his comfort picks, and I think that's like a great thing for Marietta, letting War Cyclone on his comfort picks.
Yeah, I mean like, War Cyclone on his comfort picks, like Diana and and getting banned are just really nice for Cyclone to be comfortable and Ray Lake just to be like, well, I can play like all these characters. We're all good. Got it.
I haven't seen Marietta ban Lux yet.
They banned it in map 1.
Okay.
I think that map. I think that the Lux ban is the Lux and the Morgana ban are like a strict Tiffin counter.
I mean,
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know if Lux got buffed in the last match either, because like Riot really does like buffing Lux out of nowhere every so often. Just be like, oh yeah, well here you go. Lux is terrifying.
You have
again,
a beam
and we're all just,
that
like,
shoots like 100 meters. Let's just buff that so it one taps everybody it hits.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's not OP.
This-
Just dodge it, forehead.
Is this a pentakill?
How do I make it large?
It'll go automatically.
Oh, well, okay.
I got it. Yeah, we still gotta wait 3 minutes. We want to
Sounds
check
good.
one thing while we're waiting. I received a tweet that I think might be very interesting.
Uh-oh.
Want to check? Want to check something here?
Lords is 6-0 in League of Legends. Ryan is also 5-0.
Here, just looking at the standings here.
Ohio Northern.
So I think there's, so according to a tweet that just came out from the GLEC, if we win this, we are locked into the 4th seed for the playoff tournament.
Definitely. Yeah, we'd be 4-2, which would put us above Mountain Union.
Right.
I definitely think we have what it takes to beat ONU and Trine, though. Like, especially with the amount of improvement we've had over the rest of the semester.
That fam. All right.
I think Marietta can take this game. Let's see that hype in the chat. Get your support going. Give the team your energy. As we were just waiting for spectator delay to pick down for another.
Start doing the
What do you feel like Tiffin's strategy is going to be in this?
It's again picks. It's picks again. Like they need like Jax coming out last map had like 10 or so kills in the entire map compared to the rest of his team who had like 1 or 3. So it's a pick comp again. They're solely relying on building up the Jax and then in the mid team fight relying on that damage from the Jax. So once the Jax falls, again your fallback is the Caitlyn on the damage in the middle of the team fight. As Marietta just
We saw, I mean, Jax got the quadra kill, and he's got quite a few kills in the team fights. So, yeah, their strategy is going to be get Jax fed and then have him 1v5.
basically.
I think that what
Marietta's doing a good job of focusing out the Jax, though.
I think the thing that's going to make the difference this game, unlike last game, is that Gallia ult really helps Tiffin not be out of position, while also kind of changing team fights, which we saw in that very first like really big team fight last game, where Tiffin was able to turn it back when they finally got in position. And then also I think that Echo is going to be very annoying because that's 2 champions now who are going to be able to bypass all these bodies Marietta is going to be building up and just go. It's like and kind of bypass Jarvan ult as well. So I think that's what we're going to see is that we're going to ask ourselves, is Echo and Jax able to get into the backline? If they do, team fights for Tiffin. If they don't, Marietta wins. And last game we saw that Marietta was able to not only like get them out of position, but also to prevent them from like either having the support to be able to do that with impunity, or just to be like, well, you're dead, so you can't get in my backline because death does not allow you to move.
I think that the Syndra though is going to be
Yeah.
the Syndra is going to be like you want to play the game?
Would you like to? It's like, oh yes, League of Legends. Do I just keep throwing these things at you and you die? All right.
Well,
How about you, Piper? What do you think?
I also think that Tiffin this time they are going to try to get more of a focus on preventing Marietta from getting the Drake, or vice versa.
well,
Just the failure of what happened the last time, and Marietta was able to take the match and run. Now it will depend on if Marietta has the lead in that situation, if it's more even, or if Tiffin is able to pull through at the beginning of the match.
Definitely think that Marietta won the skin battle there.
The most important match of the day, guys.
There it is.
I mean, that Ash skin kind of carried it.
Ash skin with the carry.
That championship Ash skin.
Alright. That's definitely gonna be interesting though. Alright, let's see how well this goes. Star Guardians. Ah, beautiful.
I mean, let's just look at that. You have an Ash and a Syndra. Going up against an Ash and a Syndra. Like, Jax has gotta come out on top. Along with the Echo.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Alright.
Alright, well, this is game 2 of this best of 3 series. My bad.
Best
not
of
best,
two
not best of
series.
2.
Beautiful.
This was best of 2. It would go 1-1 and it'd be over.
Well, thanks for playing, everybody.
Minions have spawned.
Or actually, yeah, best of 2. This would be over already. So this best of 3 series is match point for Marietta. So let's cheer on the Pioneers as they look to take this series 2-0 going into playoffs.
Alright. I'm really looking forward to see what this Echo does, because it's like Echo always gets me.
Yeah, we saw what Relic was able to do on the Echo in the first game of the semester.
And it was... I'm gonna say it again. It was
Beautiful as ever,
beautiful.
as Relic's play always is.
Right. You know, that's
It's like the tides have turned in the bot lane. It's like, I have the Nautilus now. What are you gonna do?
Okay. And Rico is apparently really comfortable on Nautilus as well, so...
Yeah, we definitely see him pull out the Nautilus quite a bit in previous matches. I think that it is a definite comfort pick for him.
But,
I don't know. What is the Leona gonna do? She drops under quarter HP while she's trying to fight the Ash.
uh-oh. Trades, fam. Just trades. Yeah, that's going to be an all game for...
So the damage
outside.
coming in from Warcyclone, it's like you have an Ash, but or you have a Leona, but like she's constantly getting like battered.
Yeah, both constantly. Just...
I think that a hook here onto the Leona could call for an easy kill on the side of Marietta. First pick into the bot lane as she drops under quarter HP. Rico going in for the hook and pulls her in. Roots her out, but she's forced to use her flash and flash out. That would have been devastating.
Yeah,
You can definitely tell the amount of damage that Warcyclone is just pumping in on that Leona. They kill her in the bot lane, and then the Caitlyn is just left by herself. She's still a quarter of HP. Not the Rico can just go in for another hook, and they can clean her up.
Definitely. This is... Ooh.
It's just, like I said, the mid lane battle, she gets hooked out, jumps into quarter HP, and sliver of HP, but uses her flash again.
I forgot what that field that time. Brimstone trying...
And which is a blue fight, caught into a double kill with
No,
with Relic and
on.
Brimstone Bros. He will fall into the mid lane. Yuki forced to retreat to her tower. This is just... This isn't looking good. I don't know, like, what's
Echo.
going on. Oh no, the Echo.
Echo,
the
yeah.
jungle.
Echo wasn't able to get the combo off.
This is amazing play from Warcyclone and Rico in the bot lane. Like, I was saying in the draft play, like, I just see the Ashe getting more value than the Caitlyn. Like, just way more. Like, the amount of damage she's putting in on the Leona as they recognize that the Leona is there to try to keep Caitlyn alive. But you just pumping damage into the Leona, not allowing her to heal up anything, and then you just hook her. She's forced to use her flash for herself.
Yeah. I think we're seeing in terms of bot side that Marietta's definitely got the lead. However, it's still anyone's game right now. Only kills with her mid lane. Jax is just...
Oh no,
there it is.
Nuki forced to retreat to her tower.
Honestly, I think that probably could have been a bit of a kill if like they played a little bit like faster, like kind of start stacking their stuns instead of like using all of them at the same time.
I think that the bot lane is already going to be controlled by Rico and Warcycle, and so I think that in this game it really comes down to the battle in the mid lane. How much value can that Syndra get in the mid lane? While hopefully the Echo in the jungle just doesn't.
It's once everyone starts hitting level 6, that's when we're gonna really see something interesting. Like Brimstone coming in for the gang.
This is what we saw Tiffin do to Marietta in the last map as the hook comes in onto the Leona. The drop down to have XP, and Relic is there to help with the cleanup onto the Caitlyn. The Leona drops down to sort of HP, but the Jax comes in to try to pop his ult to save his teammate, but he gets slayed by Brimstone as Blue Light comes in too as well. All of Marietta members dropping down to about half HP, but it's just not enough damage. Like I was saying, it wasn't enough damage. The Jax came there. He wasn't there in enough time to provide that damage output, so the Caitlyn was there by herself with the Leona as Brimstone Bird came in to make that fight at 3-on-2 as they hooked the Leona to bring her out of the fight first. There's just not damage, there's no damage. The Leona is by herself like in a 3-on-2 as Julian goes in to try and clean up Rico Rodriguez and Warcycle, but his first retreat as he has literally 1 HP. This is why I'm not liking the Caitlyn pick. There's no damage in the bot lane. They're forced to wait for Jax to come in to support, but when Jax is there, it's already too late, and Mary just picked off 2 members.
That was just not an amazing team play. They all came in one at a time.
We saw that coming from the side of Tiffin last map, where they came in with the Nautilus, tried to get a 3-on-2 in the bot lane, but Mary did just get it better. Nah, Brimstone Bro's coming in to support Relic, and Blue Light it looks as they might go in for the kill, but... Julian's there to support Blue Light. And... it looks as though Julian will fall Brimstone Bro with the Jarvan forward, cleaning him up, and it looks as though he will get the kill onto... Blue Light as well. This is just... Again, maybe they figured Tiffin out. They're relying on the Jax, and then I don't know what the Echo is doing in the jungle.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, they're still in it. They can still do stuff, but
Brimstone and Yuki ganging up onto the Jax.
Oh no!
They can still clean him up though.
Oh no, it's like that Jax is just doing so well.
The Jax dropped to a half HP though. However, the Brimstone Bro and Yuki with the knockup coming in from Yuki, and that's jumping coming in from Brimstone Bro. That is what Marietta needs. They're just denying the Jax any value.
Yeah, Brimstone's ganks are just beautiful right now, coming in at the worst time for
a hook on the Leona would be devastating here, and it looks as though Rico's going for it, and he gets the hook, but he goes onto the Caitlyn as the Caitlyn drops down half HP, forces the flash out. A hook on the Leona there. I know Rico was going for it as the Caitlyn just steps in front to try and clean up, but Blue Light's coming in to try and support his Caitlyn and his Leona.
They're getting the kill right here.
Yeah, Rico Rodriguez should fall here. However, Warcycle popping in the damage as Snoop takes down Rico Rodriguez, but they're all quarter HP. Warcycle when the damage on the Ashe, he can easily clean these guys up, so they have to retreat. Oh, nice arrow coming in from Warcycle as he will. The Leona dropping to 1 HP. Oh, I know he's laughing about that. I know he wants that kill, but an 8-1 kill lead on the side of Marietta.
Yeah.
And we are 10 minutes into the game.
That's not okay. That's like I think Tiffin can definitely bring it back. They do have the comp for it. They just have to pick
They're just
play
waiting
a
on
little
the
bit safer.
Jax, but the Jax is no kills.
Yeah, right now Brimstone Bro is really just showing his value to the game right now. Just being able to get those picks, giving all his laners just all this opportunity to get fed, and it's working out.
Yeah, the Echo. I know Jax. It's gonna take a little while to build up the Jax. So, Tiffin definitely has an opportunity to bounce back. But as of right now, the Jax and the Echo just aren't getting as much value as this Nautilus and Ashe and Jarvan are getting.
Yeah. It's
We constantly see War Cyclone poking the enemy Leona, and Rico just hooks them in, and then that's like an easy cleanup.
yeah, easy kill. And so it's what I'm looking at right now as I want to see if Tiffin is able to basically hold the game, basically not lose anything too bad, get all the stuff that they need, and then like wait until like the late game where they're really going to start spiking. Because the longer the game goes, the more dangerous that Jax gets, the more dangerous Echo gets.
Oh, no.
Echo's down here.
Oh
Here we go.
no.
There's
It's
stun.
not good as Rico
There's
gets
root.
stunned out, and the
Oh,
ultimate comes
there it
in
is.
from
Very nice.
the Galio ult.
Rico.
Yeah.
Rico will fall.
Very good play.
Jax looking to clean up onto Relic, but he's just Relic just too much damage. Those Sinja balls. Wait, what else do you want me to cut?
No, I think you're fine.
The Caitlyn dropping under a quarter of HP in the 1v1 with
Oh,
the,
oh
the
no.
Ashe. Oh no, War Cyclone.
War Cyclone,
No.
get out of there.
Run, run.
There's the ult. There it
That
is.
is
Yes,
just,
there it is.
that's just unlucky.
What's gonna
However,
work?
Tiffin has been forced to retreat.
Nah, they're looking to set
Yeah.
up around Drake. Drake coming in 10 seconds. However, the Rift Tower would be summoned into the top lane. It looks as though they're going to take the first tower. But I think that Tiffin... Oh no, all their members are a quarter of HP, and Rico Rodriguez is there trying to... looks to try to deny the Drake, but I think they're just going to give it to Tiffin.
Yeah.
I think that it's an okay trade.
And I think right now it's not worth it to them to try to bless all the players to stop Tiffin.
Yeah, it's like it
It
would.
wouldn't be a smart.
They could. It'll definitely turn back into that in the favor. And
Oh, mid lane push. Uh-oh. Is this going to be another tower?
yeah,
Taken by Marietta? As all 5 of the members are on this tower.
Members. However, it looks like on the map we see that Tiffin
They're gonna get this tower.
but they will not make it in time until
Actually,
all 5 of their players
No,
are
they
playing it.
they
They're
might.
not making it.
Oh, the tower's gonna
Marietta.
survive barely.
Nope.
No, they get
No!
it. They get it. They get it.
Woo! Neither destroyed the tower.
yeah.
They're looking to cut them off into the jungle.
They're not going. They won't.
They,
Marion has all
Brimstone,
5.
Brimstone denies sight for Tiffin's members.
Yeah.
Not see them retreating to the jungle.
It's.
Oh no, the hard bot lane push. Oh no, they're gonna get another tower.
They're aiming for another tower.
However, Tiffin is coming in to try and deny it. I don't think this is good. This is not gonna be good for
It's
Tiffin.
5 on 1. It's 5 on 2.
The Leona drops out the corner. She is slain by Rico.
Oh,
Oh
shit,
no, as the Jax comes in 1v5, but he is just gonna get poked out.
Ooh. There it is. Oh my gosh.
The Galio just jumping into
Galio.
all members of Marietta, popping his ult, and Relic does slay him with a quarter of HP remaining as the War Cyclone slays the Jax on the Ashe. This is... How is Marietta still alive? They all have a quarter of HP.
The assassin.
They're just going in one by one, but Marietta just is able to clean them up as they come in one by one.
Alright, Echo.
Marietta needs to heal.
This is usually the point where like we see that assassinations, but they can't risk it.
Look at the gold lead on the side of Marietta. Nearly, I believe that's like an 8k gold lead.
Yep. About an 8k gold lead.
This is... I don't have words for how Marietta survived that team fight. Galio just jumps in on them with his ult, and they all jump to a quarter HP, but Relic just slays him.
Tiffin's trying to take a tower there. But
Oh no, the Caitlyn dropping down to
Yeah.
1 HP as Muki just cleans her up. As the Leona forced to try and retreat, as Relic will clean up, looks to clean up the Leona. Tries to use her flash, but is unable to do so as Brimstone will get shut down by a turret. Kind of unlucky there, but
Ooh. Okay. Well, that's.
13-4.
I honestly, I'm not entirely sure how Tiffin's gonna pull it back from this.
The Jax still has 0 kills.
That's just not what you want to see.
Whereas the Jarvan and Syndra
Oh,
on
whoa.
the side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no! Rico is there to back up War Cyclone, and it looks as though the Jax is just gonna get hooked up by Rico!
Wait, the ult.
The ult, but he's just is unable to capitalize on him.
That's...
Nasty hook coming in from Rico, but he's just barely able to get out with his support coming in from Galio.
He's got Blade of the Ruin King though, so that can help. But like as you can see, Marietta is making sure to deny.
That Jax.
Yeah, every time.
I think this is definitely. Oh, and the knockup coming in from Muki, dropping to Caitlyn down to a quarter of HP, and she should fall here. Unless, oh no, she gets Muki getting caught in the
traps.
The traps. That's again. That's why I just don't like the Caitlyn. He almost loses that 1v1.
I mean,
to be fair, Muki is more tanky than Caitlyn.
Tanky and Caitlyn is just like really low. What level is? Yeah, then they're 2 levels above too. Yeah, they gotta reset. Just
Level
so
10 Syndra on the side of Relic. But there's also level 10 Jax, so I mean, Tiffin can come back. They're starting to level up their Jax. The gold lead is slowly closing in. This is exactly what we saw last map though. Marietta taking a easy tower lead at the beginning.
Miyuki.
Yeah.
Drake has spawned. I think that Marietta's got a good chance of taking the Drake here.
I think Tiffin's definitely gonna give up Drake. They're probably gonna go for
Yeah, Marietta's definitely gonna grab the Drake here.
going to go for Rift Herald.
Bot lane tower is literally 1 HP though on the side of Tiffin. And it looks as though War Cyclone and Rico are gonna go for it. With the support of Relic, who backs out into the jungle, and it will be a 3 tower lead on the side of Marietta. I believe that's a top lane tower, a mid lane tower, and a bot lane tower. I think it's by the side of Marietta.
Yeah.
Almost just even getting them killed. Don't know how that's gonna be gonna help them though.
The push.
Definitely gets yeah, the push onto a turret. Yeah, that'll definitely come in handy. However, Marietta, the 4 members of Marietta are gonna clean up the Caitlyn, but she flashes away.
Oh, there it is. There's a
Oh no, the Relic does get stunned.
The stun.
The Galio comes in handy.
Pick, bro.
And Rico Rodriguez will fall.
And that's how you start turning the game around. Get 2 more of those, and loads a game, then is started off.
The Galio is having a lot of impact for the side of Tiffin. That was a great mid lane push coming in from Marietta though. Almost cleaning up the Caitlyn, which would have been huge.
With the Jax doing his split pushing, this is interesting. Tiffin's trying to use the rest of their team just to like hold Marietta.
We have a minute.
Oh, there's the Rift Herald.
It looks as though they're going to be pushing the bot lane with the Rift Herald. And should succeed in capturing their first tower of the map. We have a minute until the Baron spawns. This one's about to get interesting.
Oh boy.
Who will take this Baron? I think if Marietta takes this Baron, it's going to be difficult for Tiffin. Because that Jax is already struggling. And looks as though Tiffin will take 2 turrets. One taken by the side of Caitlyn in the top lane. Marietta succeeds in capturing this Baron. The gold lead is closing in, so Tiffin is definitely going to be able to bounce back if they could take the Baron, or play around the next coming up Drake. However, Marietta successfully captures this Baron buff. it's going to be very hard for that Jax to get value. How War Cyclone comes in to support his bread and fish, but the hook coming in from Rico, able to slay an apple as War Cyclone gets blue light as well. And Muki looking to clean up the kill onto Julian in the mid lane, but Julian is able to retreat as the Caitlyn does get stunned out and hooked in by Rico and is slain. What is? Oh my god, that team fight was just Marietta looking unstoppable as a team push right now, and then it looks like they're just gonna go straight for the Baron.
Yeah,
that's a team wipe almost entirely. Julian surviving with like a quarter of HP. Marietta looking to set up and maybe take the Baron here, and this is definitely gonna be a turnaround if they succeed in getting this Baron. It could be a steamroll after this.
Yeah. With all like the towers that got get one good team fight after getting Baron, I'm pretty sure we might see that.
I see a mid lane push coming in.
Yeah.
Once this Baron drops, I see a hard mid lane push coming in.
Yeah, they're definitely.
And they succeed in bringing the Baron. They will teleport back to spawn. They're gonna teleport back to spawn, build up their kits, and then I see a hard mid lane push coming in.
It's that.
The Galio is getting so much value, but the damage isn't there. The Jax is unable to build his kit because he's being denied so much. The Caitlyn is unable to poke anybody out from range because she gets hooked in by the Nautilus. I don't want to say it, but I believe this is just a comp difference.
I don't know. Galio's been doing a lot of work. Every time that Marietta's been surprised by the Echo or letting Jax come in and just do what he really wants. Like they can do stuff. It's just. I think honestly, this is coming down to just a team. I'm not gonna say just teamwork, but I think it's just like the experience that Rayleigh and War Cycle have. Not including the fact that like Brimstone's looking really on his game.
Brimstone is definitely popping off with each Arvin.
Support it's just when you're looking at just how the entire team is working together. I think that Marietta definitely is working really well together. They know where each other's are. They know what their responsibilities, and you always get the feeling they know what their role in the team is at all times.
Yeah, the Drake buff here would be huge. He tries to come in to steal, but
he tried.
I respect the try. But however, the Caitlyn does get the job coming in from Brutuside as the Caitlyn will fall as Muki goes in with the knockup, knocks all the members of Tiffin up, and a 3K coming in from Marietta, and this should just be a hard mid lane push now. With the Baron buff, a Drake buff, and Rico and Brimstone just popping off right now, should be a hard mid lane push onto the mid lane inhibitor turret. I don't necessarily know what Tiffin can do to stop this. Their Jax has just been denied value the entire game. The Echo is popping off along with the Galio, but again, the damage just isn't really there in the team fights. If we look at the stats, we see that there's 5 kills in total, or 6 kills in total on the side of Tiffin, and 20 on the side of Marietta, with all of their team members partaking in kills every single team fight. There's not a single member on the side of Marietta that has not gotten a kill.
Alright. Here's another tower about to get.
I believe that they're probably going to push in with the Galio here and look to get a lot of damage output with the Jax. But right now they're forced to retreat because they're getting killed alive.
Everyone's just not. They can't afford to have.
Okay, this is it. This could be a last minute stand for Tiffin. I foresee the Galio and Jax all coming out in this team fight, and the Galio does get stunned.
Fortunately for Tiffin, Baron buff did run out.
Oh no. Oh no. What? The Jax walking on his own. The Galio forced to a quarter of HP. Rico with an emote in the middle of the... I mean... I got an arrow on the side of caution, the knockup coming in from... The ult popped in from British Sopranos. The Galio does use his ult. Jax trying to pop his ult to get out the max damage, but Muki will slay 2 members on the side of Tiffin as the Caitlyn will fall next. The damage just isn't there. The Galio ult came out, the Jax ult came out. I don't know if Caitlyn was able to use her ult or not, but I'm like, what value is she gonna get out of her ult in that team fight anyway? She has to like maybe hit War Cycle him with that ult when he drops to quarter of HP to try and put in enough damage for the side of Tiffin. But the Julian, the Echo will come in, get slain.
Yep.
The next inhibitor turret will fall as the Nexus will go next, and that should be map 2 coming in to the side of Marietta. Relic unstoppable in this game. Tiffin, I respect the fight coming in from Tiffin though, not giving up until the very end. Muki though dropping a 6-0 game. Nice game coming in from Muki. GG's all around. Marietta just big-brained Tiffin. They knew what they were going for and they denied Tiffin the value that they wanted to get. And with that, Marietta should take this best of 3 series to 0.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, that bot lane control was insane from Warcyclone and Rico.
Yes.
Like, they read Tiffin like a book. Warcyclone just poked at the Leona, and then Rico just hooks her. Like, that's an easy kill.
That was, but I those team fights just great every single time.
I agree.
Thank you everybody for viewing. That was a win for Marietta, which means that currently
We take 4th place in the standings.
It should be enough.
Yep.
If I refresh the standings here, yep, 4 and 2, just under Ohio Northern. Both teams have 12. Technically, we could be tied for 3rd if we, like, points wise, we could be, but record wise, we take 4th place.
Even there was a tie, well, yeah. So in the event of tie, there'd be like head-to-heads. So like right now, we're tied with Ohio Northern with 4 wins, but I think Ohio Northern would win because they did beat us in a head-to-head.
Mhm.
If Mountain Union, I don't know if Mountain Union plays or not, but if they,
I think they play today, yeah.
if they win and go 4, actually no, they're 3-3. It was only 6 games, so yeah, they've already played. Yeah, 6 games total.
Yep. So either way, we're number 4.
Yeah, so yeah, we're guaranteed 4th place.
Well, if you are new to the channel and you want to see League of Legends pop up in the playoffs, make sure you hit that follow button or utilize those Twitch Prime subs to cheer for your Pioneers in the League of Legends playoff division. We still have more games for you tomorrow. Overwatch at noon, and then Monday we have Rocket League at 4 p.m. and Rocket League on Tuesday, and I believe there's another Overwatch game on Monday.
Yeah, you play on Monday as well at 8 o'clock.
And then we have 2 Rocket League games as usual on Tuesday, so make sure you stick around for those. A lot of Overwatch and Rocket League coming within the next couple of days. So
yeah, so all the announcements will be up on Facebook, Twitter, and so forth. So be sure to follow at Marietta Esports for all of the latest updates.
thank you everyone for watching, and have a good night. Good day.